How are you, dear students? I hope you all are doing good. Good morning to all. I welcome you all in Commerce Class 11 Business Studies for your better future. And I am your teacher Anita Negi. Today I am going to teach you international business and topic are import, export and import. After studying this topic, you should be able to explain meaning and procedure of import, export and explain the meaning of import and also describe important documents involved in international business. Let's start. Type of international business. There are three types of international business, that is import, export and import. We will discuss one by one. First one is import. Okay, meaning import trade refers to buying of goods and services by a firm of home country from a firm of foreign country. And procedure of import trade. Number one is trade inquiry. Dear students, trade inquiry is a written request from the importer to the exporter to provide information regarding the price and the various terms and conditions of the export of the goods. Second step, there are procurement of import license. There are certain goods which can be imported freely, but for some there is necessity to obtain import license if goods are under the license category. Okay, then the importer must apply for get registered and with Directorate General Foreign Trade and General Regional Import Export Licensing Authority and obtain ICE number. ICE number means Import Export Code. Third step in this procedure, obtaining foreign currency. After receiving import license, the exporter has to arrange the foreign currency as payment for the imports has to be made in the currency of export country. Fourth step, placing order or indent. Okay, after obtaining the required foreign currency, foreign exchange, the importer places the order for the goods to be imported. The order contains details regarding price, quality, grade, package weight, insurance and date of delivery, mode of payment and etc. Fifth step in this process is obtaining letter of credit. Letter of credit. Dear students, it is a guarantee by the bank. Okay, a letter of credit is a guarantee issued by the importer's bank, that it will honor payment up to a certain amount of export bill to the bank of the exporter. Okay, next step, arrangement for finance. Exporter should make in advance. The exporter should make payment in advance to the importer should make payment in advance to the exporter. Advance payment, there are some benefits. Advance payment save the importer from heavy penalty which would have to be paid on exported goods laying under uncleared at the port. Seventh step in import trade, that is receipt of shipment advance. Okay, after loading the goods on the vessels, the exporter dispatches the shipment advance to the exporter. The shipment advance contain information regarding shipment such as invoice number, bill of lading, date and name of vessel which the goods are coming. And eighth step in this process is retirement of import document. After shipment of goods, the exporter submit various imported documents to his bank. Okay, generally these documents are letter of credit, letter of lading, packing list, certificate of origin, insurance, bill of exchange and etc. And ninth step in this procedure, in the procedure of import trade, that is arrival of goods. Okay, this document contains detail of the imported good. The unloading of cargo take place on the basis of this document also. Okay, goods are shipped by the exporter as per the specification on the of the importer. When the good reach the importer's country, the captain of the ship, captain of the ship informs the dock officer and instruct him to receive the goods and record the details about the goods on the document called the import journal manifest. And last step in this procedure is custom clearance and release of goods. The delivery of imported goods can be taken only after custom clearance. The clearance include delivery order, payment of dock charges, bills of entry, payment of import duty and release order. And today's next topic is export. Export trade refers to selling of goods and services by a firm of home country to a firm of foreign country. And now we will discuss about the procedure of export trade. Number 1, receipt of enquiry and sending quotations. This is the prospective buyer or the importer of the product send an enquiry to different exporter regarding price, quality and term and condition. Sometime enquiry is conducted by giving advertisement. Next step is receipt of order or indent. In case the prospective buyer is satisfied with the information given in the pro forma invoice, then he places an order for the goods to be dispatched. This is also known as indent. This order is known as indent. It contains the description regarding goods order, their price, delivery term, insurance, etc. And third step is assessing importer's creditworthiness and security guarantee for the payment. The exporter inquiry about the creditworthiness of the exporter to get payment securities. To minimize the risk of the default payment, most of the exporter prefer to demand letter of credit. Letter of credit is issued by the importer's bank. Next step in this procedure is obtaining export license. According to custom law, a firm must acquire an export license before exporting goods. And fifth step is obtaining pre-shipment finance. Dear student, pre-shipment finance is a finance which the exporter need to procure raw material, other components, processing and packaging of goods and transporting of goods to the port of the ship. And sixth step, that is production and procurement of goods. After sending the confirmation to the importer, the exporter start manufacturing the goods according to the order by the importer. And next step, pre-shipment inspection. Inspection of goods is must. So the government has prescribed certain quality standard keeping in mind the safety and health of the people. Exporter inspection council are set up to check whether the importer are following those quality standard or not. If the council is satisfied, then they issue an inspection certificate. Without the inspection certificate, export is not permitted. And eighth step is excise clearance. Excise clearance means the exported goods are generally exempted from excise duty, and if duty is already paid, then it is refunded back to the exporter. To get exemption, the exporter apply to the excise commissioner along with a copy of RCMC invoice if the exporter has already paid excise duty, and he has to get refund and he applies to the assistant commissioner of excise. Next is obtaining certificate of origin. Certificate of origin means good is produced by whom. After importing countries provide tariff concession to the goods coming from a particular country. To avail of such benefit, the importer may ask the exporter to send a letter of origin. This certificate is a proof This certificate is proof that the goods are actually being manufactured in the country from where these are exported. And 10th step in this process is reservation of shipping space. The exporting firm applied to the shipping company for booking a shipping space. On accepting this application, the shipping company issues shipping order. Okay, a shipping order is an instruction to the captain of the ship to receive a specific goods on board after custom clearance. And next step is packaging and forwarding. The goods are then properly packed and marked with necessary details such as name and address of the importer, weight. Okay, and next 12th step in this procedure is insurance of goods. The exporter has get the goods insured with an insurance company to protect against the risk of loss or damage of the goods due to sea pools. And 13th step is custom clearance. Okay. To obtain the custom clearance, the exporter prepare the shipping bill. A shipping bill contains the detail about the goods such as the port where the goods are to be discharged, the country of final destination, etc. And 14th step of export trade is obtaining MAT receipt. Okay, MAT receipt means after giving custom clearance, the goods are then loaded on the ship, for which the captain of the ship issue MAT receipt. It is prima facie, means in evidence that goods are loaded in this ship. And 15th step, payment of freight and insurance of bill of lading. After loading the goods on the ship, the exporter goes to the office of the shipping company. There he surrenders the MAT receipts, and in return the shipping company office issue him a bill of lading, which is prepared in triplicate. One copy for the exporter, one copy for the captain, and one copy for the importer. And another one is preparation of invoice. 16th step is preparation of invoice. After sending the goods, an invoice of dispatch means delivered goods is prepared. The invoice states the quantity of goods sent and the amount to be paid by the importer. And last step is securing payment. After the shipment of goods, the exporter informs the importer, and then the exporter must send some important document to the importer to claim the title of the goods. Okay, the common documents are certificate of copy of invoice, bill of lading, packaging list, insurance policy, certificate origin, letter of credit, and so on. This is the last step of export trade. Next topic is interport. Dear student, interport means re-export. We can say re-export. It refers to import of goods not for consumption in home country, okay, but for exporting them to another country, such as Hong Kong is the most important interport for the Chinese mainland. And now we will discuss dear students, another topic in this video is important documents involved in international business. There are so many documents, but important documents are intent, or we can say import order. It is a document in which importer place order to the exporter for supply of requisite goods. It contains details of price, quality, quantity, delivery instruction, mode of payment, etc. It look like this performer. Okay, Another important document is MAT receipt. Okay, MAT receipt is a receipt issued by the commanding officer of the ship, issued by commanding officer of the ship when the cargo is loaded on the ship. It is a prima facie evidence, means primary evidence that the goods are loaded in the vessels. Next important document, that is letter of credit. It is a letter of guarantee also. Letter of credit is issued by the importer bank in favor of the exporter. In this letter, bank undertake guarantee for the making payment on behalf of the importer. Another one is shipping bill. To obtain clearance for export from customs, you have to submit a shipping bill in the form of an application. Whether you are shipping your export item by air, by sea or by road, an exporter cannot load the good without filing the shipping bill. Next important document, that is shipping order. Dear students, the exporting firm apply to a shipping company for booking a shipping space. On accepting this application, the shipping company issue shipping order. A shipping order is an instruction. It is an instruction to the captain of the ship to receive the specified goods on board after custom clearance. Okay, these are important documents, and this is some homework for you. Your firm is planning to import textile machinery from Japan. Describe the procedure involved in importing. Okay, you have to explain all 10 steps. Another one, Modern Garment has received an order to export 10,000 men trousers to a company in Singapore. Discuss the procedure that Modern Garment would go through for executing this order. And last homework is explain following document: MAT receipt and letter of credit. Okay, thanks dear students. If you like this video, then subscribe it. Thank you for watching.